Morning, Bernie. Welcome to the Greater Chamber of Commerce. I'd like to introduce our wonderful Mayor Mike Schultz to talk to us a little bit about this great extension to the park trail system.
Thanks a lot, Joe. You know, it seems all too often we get together, but we get together for different events because there's so much going on in Boerne, Texas. And there was a question asked a little bit earlier this morning about, so why more trails? After the already 2 miles that we have, why more? More because there's a demand for more. More because now we connect with this bridge right here to the library and our new city campus. More because now we take the trail from our city park and we go out to Champion High School and Cibolo Nature Center and to the Trails of Herff Ranch. More because if you get up early in the morning, and I'm reminded of early in the morning because I got a text last night from our Mayor Pro Tem at 11 o'clock, which is long past my bedtime, because I do get up early and use the trails because of all the people that are walking on them, but she got caught coming back to Boerne in LA, catching a red eye, going to Atlanta from LA and then to San Antonio. So I don't know what time she got in this morning, but sometime anyway. I do want to introduce Joe Anzalito, Councilman, for being here, but we've added another 1.5 miles to our trail system. It seems like a long time ago, because if we go back to January of 15, that's when council approved this new trail, but with a grant from TxDOT, it does take a little while to cross all the T's and dot the I's, and finally got to this place where we could get the funds, get it engineered, and we got this in place. But again, this 1.5 miles will be filled up just like the others. So a lot of people that I want to thank, but I'm going to turn that over to Paul. Paul, who are the folks that have been integrally involved with this?
All right, I've got a long list, but I'll get the people that are here so we can raise hands if you don't mind. We actually had this engineered by Posnecki Camarillo out of San Antonio, and they did a fantastic job of handling all the environmental work, all the design work, help with construction. As you know, anything that is federal and TxDOT, it's a complicated web, and you need somebody to kind of hold your hand through that process. So they've done a fantastic job. I don't see anybody here other than Armando Muskis. Armando, back there, yep. He was the one to help us pull the team together, so thank you, Armando, for that and all your effort. I want to thank Crystal Benavides, who is the prime civil engineer on this project. Other individuals, Tommy Matthews with Westford Environmental helped with all the monitoring for the environmental, and his staff, Alex Gooding, right there. So that was one of the team members as well. Our fellow TxDOT employees that helped guide us through this process. Miss Elena back there? Eliza, I'm sorry. Okay, I was thinking of another. Okay, thank you. And you have a guest here?
Yes, Jackie Benavides.
Jackie Benavides. Thank you, Jackie. We have our general contractors here, Capital Excavation, Troy Wanner. Thank you, Troy. Oh, and Sean. Sean's hiding behind him. Troy's his bodyguard, looks like, so thank you. And then the man on the ground here that made all this happen, piecing all these pieces together, Jesus Marquez, right back here. He was the day-to-day operations that made this happen, so thank you, Tavo. Fantastic job. We have Emily Phelan with GrantWorks. So she was the one that weaved us through all the federal reporting, that's necessary for a project like this. And I can just tell you that that's a job I would not want to do. It's just, there's so many lists and checklists, and it's just, so she's done a fantastic job. And I want to thank, internally, of course, I want to thank Donnie Bergman for all his help, because he was, the day-to-day operations, you have to do the site inspections every day. You have to do the reporting and the photographs and all that. So Donnie was the man on the ground to be able to make that happen. So thank you, Donnie. And Danny and his crew with the make ready and constantly managing all the trail systems that, that we put in. So I thank Danny and his crew. And I want to thank Sandy Maddock and her finance staff, with all the reimbursements that we have to do, because this is a reimbursement grant. So we have to spend the money first, and then hopefully we get a check back. And so hopefully that's going well so far. So we're not done yet, but we're getting close. Let me just check my list here, because I'm sure there's a couple people I'm probably missing, but I just want to mention it. Well, I want to thank Kirsten, because she was the one that went through all the contracts. Keep me out of trouble, so thank you, Kirsten, for that. fantastic job there.
City Council for funding.
Yes, I'm sorry. That was first on the list here. So I want to thank the mayor, city council, and Ron Bowman for actually authorizing us to submit the grant application and then to fund the project. And I wanted to thank my old boss, Chris Turk. He was the one that helped us early on with the grant proposal. And I worked with him on the old Dermanon, so that's back when I was in the private sector. So it's nice that, now I'm working for the city on the inside, you're making these trail connections to a project that was done years ago. So, and we have a bench up there that was in honor of Chris Turk, so it's at the gateway entrance. So you'll see that on the way out. And that was in honor of his service for 30-ish years, 30 plus, okay. Well, there's many more to thank, but those are the people that are here. I think I've gotten everybody, so thank you.
Well, congratulations. We did order Chamber of Commerce weather. Unfortunately, it was a little hotter than we had requested, and so we're sweating a little bit. So without further ado, I'd like to congratulate the city of Boerne on this wonderful project. On behalf of the Greater Chamber of Commerce for Boerne, I'd like to extend to you the certificate of congratulations. There you go.